Good morning, Bo and RadishPriceGuide.com. Can't start the day without either. Let's Bo.
Hey everybody, this is Slappy White with Radish Digital. That's digital with a J. And I'm here with the usual Good Morning Bo crew. We've got Anthony from Cursive Brakes, Eric from the Cart Society, Seth from Mainly Brakes, who is back with us. Glad to have you, Seth. We're missing Rue today. And just a quick shout out to her. She shared this, guys, a number of nukes that she hit in that. Just a crazy. Check out that the Billy and CJ one. That's got to be the best. Isn't it crazy? It's a Tecmo edition, and of course, everybody remembers Billy and CJ from Tecmo, don't you, Seth?
Yeah, and that might be the coolest card in all of Bo Jackson Battle Arena so far. I mean, the detail, the nod to Tecmo, the dogs, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh yeah, the big brother rubbing it in. Like if you have an older sibling, I mean, even if you have kids, I'm that way with my kids. Like I'm not letting them win anything. They got to earn it. Little brother definitely, has to earn his stuff around the house for sure.
Someone hid the treats. And look at the grandma's linoleum floor too. I mean, the detail in that is incredible.
Okay, and Seth, you're not going again until your normal 6:37 Eastern on Sunday, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay, and then Anthony is that we'll get back to Good Morning Bo in a second, but Anthony, you are trying to do every weekday 9:30, kind of right after Good Morning Bo. And what do you have up for today? Is it going to be singles or is it going to be double hero, double hobby break?
It'll probably be both, to be honest with you. We got some singles posted in the store for pre-bids. We don't have to sell them all today, so the pre-bids can live for another day, but there'll be some singles and there'll be some breaks.
Eric, I feel like if it's been 15 minutes, that means you probably have another break scheduled. Are you actually going today?
Yeah, every day. I'm 7 days a week, Battle Arena now. So single show Saturday and breaks every day. I might do 2 days today and Wednesday. So look for a Hop at Night show.
Okay, and Eric, you didn't weigh in, but we have a comment from always appreciate where the head artist for Bo Jackson Battle Arena spec, or if we want to dox him, Frank Hackett, you can look him up. His zip code is 05690. I'm kidding. But he breaking a little bit of news. Grandma's house is a real place. Maybe you'll see more of it in the future. Eric, how do you feel about this? Having what do you think to the person who is a Tecmo fan, never saw Boba before, and they get this Billy and CJ card? Is obviously for people in the community, it's a freaking killer card, and you'd want that over anything other than one of the touchdown ones. But what do you think the average, big cardboard person who rips it, what do you think their first thought is when they get it?
I hope they really enjoy the art because the full color art is amazing on those cards. So I would think they would know they have something special because it just stands out. It also has that 200 power level, which even if they don't play the game, I feel like they might understand through opening packs that there's some lower power levels, there's some higher power levels, and you don't ever see 200s. Those are very rare. So to be able to get one of those and a full color art, they probably have no idea who the dogs are. The grandma's linoleum probably doesn't do anything for them either. But I think they would quickly post the card somewhere like Facebook or throw it up in a Discord and say, hey guys, what do I have here? And usually 100 people will chime in, probably try and throw them lowball offers to get the card or give them some education.
Yeah. Or they'll ask for advice, and then Anthony will tell them what the value is, and then they'll list it for half and then cancel the sale afterwards. Too soon, guys. By the way, Julio, longtime listener, Good Morning Bo, said, I pulled a Shuffler Hex Auto Power 185, numbered 4 out of 10. Congratulations, Julio. All right. Let's see. Sorry, let me just do some bookkeeping for someone who's coming in talking about non-Boba. We're talking about Bo Jackson Battle Arena, and Anthony, you've been dying to talk about a subject matter. Talk about it.
Yeah. So singles, right? We know there's a few Boba breakers who do single shows. Mr. Hot being one of them, myself, and a few others. And the Tecmo singles have been a little all over the place. I would say we're trying to figure out the market, but I think we know what it is. It's half price cards, and I think it's due to one person in particular. I think Dak Prescott single-handedly is driving down the Boba singles market. I've said it on a few different Discords or posts. And funny enough, people are agreeing with me by a lot, which is
Dude,
I don't know if
that
it's
funny?
surprising.
Why is that funny that they're agreeing with you? Does your wife never agree with you? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think I kind of make it as a fun statement because we've seen his cards particularly going for a lot less than what we see powers of that level go for. I did check out the Radish price guide in Bo-Rilla, and his highest card to sell to date was his Alpha Update Super 165 for 885. He's had 195s, 190s, crazy short print cards sell, and they're about half that. They're going for about $400 or less. And if you're looking to build a not a spec deck, an Apex deck, go fill it up with some decks because that's probably the cheapest way you're going to get it done.
All right, Seth, you were in the before we went live, you were outraged when
I was. So here's why, because we know Bo Jackson Battle Arena does a great job of matching the power to how the performance of the players. And Dak had a great year, so he deserves the power level. And this is coming from a New York Giants fan, and it hurts me to say this. And I don't hate on Dak, right? I mean, I wish him well, just not against the Giants. So I think the power should be where it's at, and maybe we just have to find more Cowboys fans to come into the product and start chasing Dak. That's our goal.
All right. Well, Eric, you and Joey Night Owl probably do the most singles out there. We've got Shano also doing singles out there, and Anthony from time to time. You've got that regular Saturday show, but what have you seen about Dak over the years you've been ripping Bo Jackson Battle Arena?
Yeah, he definitely wasn't the most popular guy in Alpha Update when we were doing breaks of that, and he was on the lower end of the power scale. But it does show you that it's not just about power. It's not just about the number on the top right part of the card. The hero matters, and the athlete behind the hero matters. You know, who some of these guys are inspired by is going to really drive collectors and buyers as to who they're going after. And as you can see, not all 190s are created equal. The art on the card or the hero behind it can always factor into the pricing. So he's still selling well. He's still being chased because he does have on-card autos and he has higher power levels, but just not as much as some of the other guys on that end of the spectrum.
Yeah, Easton, by the way, Burglar said Mike Trout, and I'd be curious if he could comment a little bit more about that. Maybe he's talking about Mike Trout about his power level, which is interesting, right? Mike Trout's always the guy who almost always was, and I think his power level for War God is, well, I think that was around 130.
185 was high power.
Yeah, he's high for a base. He's at the top for a base.
He's War God. I mean, he's I mean, he's at the tail end of a really good career, obviously. Future Hall of Famer.
You remember his power level that quickly, Seth?
Yeah, because I have a few of them in my collection.
So Seth, we've got about a minute left. By the way, one clarification: when we were doing Boba Raw this weekend, we talked about collecting all 45 8-bits so that you could get the uncut sheet. And we talked about this year's national. We misspoke. We were talking, of course, you have a whole year to do that. So it's for next year. So I just want to clarify. It's not this year's national. It's next year's national. Seth, you're our grading expert. You like to get things graded. Have you graded any Dak Prescott in the Bo Jackson Battle Arena? And have you noticed if there's a different premium for his graded slabs?
Oh, that's a great question. I honestly don't think I have. Probably for the reasons.
Oh, funny. The Dak defender is not going and slapping up Dak Prescott.
You know, maybe I had a couple of Daks with a ding corner, so I didn't want to risk it. That's my answer.
Okay. Eric, final thoughts about Bo Jackson Battle Arena before we go for the day.
It's been awesome. Tecmo has been everything and more that we have hoped. The cards and the art are amazing. I feel like the team keeps taking it to the next level, and I'm so excited for the adventure of ripping packs to see what comes out today.
All right, that's it for Good Morning Bo. Take care, everyone.